Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an excellent spooky season. We are a week away from Halloween. Hope you guys are checking out a lot of horror films this particular Halloween season. I know I am. I try to every year. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite films from probably my favorite horror studio of all time. That's Hammer. I'm a big Hammer horror fan. I have quite a few of their films on DVD and Blu-ray. And today we're going to talk about one of their absolute best, in my opinion. Hammer had a lot of series in their catalog. They had the Dracula series, the Frankenstein series, but they also did a lot of films that were just one-offs. Monsters or creatures that did not get a series of their own. And one of those is their zombies. And they did one zombie film in 1966, Plague of the Zombies. This film stars Andre Morell, Jacqueline Pierce, John Carson, not Johnny Carson, Diane Clare, and Brooke Williams, and has a supporting role by the much beloved Hammer character actor Michael Ripper as the local police sergeant. This film is the only zombie movie that Hammer ever did. It does predate Night of the Living Dead, so there's no flesh eating, no blows to the brain or anything like that goes on in this film. This film isn't very gory at all. What it is very heavy on atmosphere, and you get a lot of fog. You get the moors. You know, we all heard that in the horror community about the moors, the English countryside. This film was directed by John Gilling, who did a couple of films for Hammer, including The Reptile, Shadow of the Cat, and The Mummy Shroud. But for me, this is the best film that he did for Hammer. This film was shot and was put on a double bill alongside The Reptile. This film and The Reptile does share a lot of the same cast and sets. Hammer did that also with Dracula Prince of Darkness and Rasputin the Mad Monk. Those two films also share a lot of the same cast and same sets. And what they did was they released, I think it was this film and Dracula Prince of Darkness together, and then they released Rasputin and The Reptile together. I'm not 100% certain of that, but it was one of those combinations. So that's why if you've ever seen The Reptile and not this film, or this film and not The Reptile, a lot of the same sets and cast. This movie revolves around a Cornish village in the English countryside that is plagued by a series of mysterious deaths, and the local doctor is unable to figure out what is going on, so he sends a letter to his former mentor, played by Andre Morell, who plays a professor, asking for help. Much in the same way that happens in the story of Dracula, where Dr. Seward sends for Professor Van Helsing. You got to have the authority, right? Well, Andre Morell plays an authority in the medical field in this film. And the film also has a very prominent role by another Hammer character actor named John Carson, who plays the local squire, which I guess sort of would be in the same vein as like a mayor, or just a very important person in the community, like a town leader. Squire Hamilton is his character's name, and Squire Hamilton is up to no good. He has been to Haiti and learned a little bit of voodoo, and he starts bringing the young men who have recently died in this village back to life to do his bidding. Excuse me. This film was released by Scream Factory on an excellent Blu-ray. Show you the cover there and the back there, and I'll go down the specs in just a moment. One good thing about Scream Factory is a lot of times, especially with their Hammer releases, they have a reversible cover. So this is the default cover, and here we have the reversible side of the sleeve, and we have our disc. And I'll go down the list of special features that comes with this Blu-ray. We get an audio commentary with Konstantin Nazir and film historian Steve Haberman. Those two guys are on quite a few of my Hammer Blu-rays. They do a lot of commentary and do excellent commentaries, by the way. We get another audio commentary with author Troy Howarth. An episode of World of Hammer including Mummies, Werewolves, and the Living Dead. Raising the Dead, the making of the Plague of the Zombies. It's more like a retrospective on the film. A restoration comparison between this and a previous release, theatrical trailer, and still gallery. This film was released in the UK years ago by a company called Studio Canal. I used to have that Blu-ray, and when I got this one, I got rid of that one because it was region B locked, and this one was released in North America by Scream Factory. This film is still available, as far as I know, on Amazon, and I will put a link in the description of this video. Scream Factory, I don't know if it's still available on their website, but if it is, I will put a link in the description for that as well. If you are a fan of Hammer and maybe don't know about more of their lesser known titles, such as this one, I highly recommend you check this out. If you're a zombie movie fan, we all have seen Night of the Living Dead, the epic Dawn of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead. This one is probably going to be a lesser known title to you if you are a zombie, just getting into the genre or just getting into maybe zombie films. Quick little bit of trivia about this movie. This is, as far as I know, this is the first film in which a zombie physically comes out of a grave. Not comes back to life, not crawls out of a coffin, actually physically comes out of a grave. I'm almost 100% sure that this is the first film that shows such a scene. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Let me know if I've said something that is false there. But I highly recommend you check this movie out. Highly, highly recommend check this movie out. It is loaded with special features, so grab the Blu-ray. And I'm going to be doing more Hammer reviews in the near future. As I said, I'm a big Hammer fan, and I hope to see you guys in my next review. Check my other videos. I have a few more uploaded on my channel with some other reviews. Hit that like button if you don't mind. I would really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. Let me know in the comments of any other titles that you'd like me to showcase on this channel. And I will see you guys next time. Happy spooky season.